The following is an explanation of sexual dynamics, with the root emphasis here being on the fact that women will actively pick and pursue men, and nothing men can do can alter this reality. 1. Women will pick men, and will be aggressive towards men they like and want to be with, and yes, will want to have sex with. Women will ask out, gawk at, ogle, follow around, stare at, and smile at attractive men, and yes, if you are acquainted with them, will directly ask you to bang them. The men who claim that women do not do this, or not care about looks, are incapable of understanding this because it has not, and will never happen to them. Women will tell you this early on in life, as early as 12, and these guys are the ones who usually become hyper-confident, swaggy dudes who just don't care about anything. They will be pampered by women throughout their life. Women are exceptionally visual creatures, and due to the rarity of attractive men, become more aggressive due to wanting to jump at the opportunity. Again, due to the experiential gap, 95% of men deny this happens and claim that women want providers, that there's someone for everyone, or other fallacies in an attempt to preserve their egos. I am using a woman's voice in this video, but I, the creator, am a man, and a good-looking one. As a good-looking man, I have never once asked a woman out. I have been stalked through several of my friends by women I did not even know existed, for them to get my number and to ask me out, which was merely an excuse to get me into bed. I have been catcalled from cars. I have had women stop on the street and stare at me. I have had random women comment on my photos that I am hot. I have had women outright grope me and ask me to take them home and do explicit things with them. On 2 occasions, I have had women ask me directly to have sex with them, once their boyfriend left to use the bathroom. This is despite neither playing sports nor ever having plans to work a real job in my life. Many men are in denial about how aggressive women are towards hot and beautiful men, because they never experienced it. 2. If you have to wonder about why you're single, struggle with relationships, are used and abused by women, it's because you're not attractive enough. Just look at how aggressively women call attractive men hot. The bulk of men fall outside of this category, yet men still ask questions about women and find women a mystery. 3. Men have no say in anything. Men get picked by women, and even if a man can get a woman through finances, she won't ever be attracted to him, and thus the marriage will generally fall through, since it was based on false pretenses since the beginning. Dead bedrooms are almost the default in most relationships, and you can simply see this on a man's face when he is out and about with his partner. The reason there are so many high-status, powerful and rich men who wind up being accused of sexual assault by women is because despite their prestige, they are not physically attractive to women, so any woman they wind up with using their wealth and influence to bed will almost always feel disgusted by it, thus either prompting accusations of assault or making these men resort to assault to get laid, using their prestige as a way to hopefully defend themselves from criminal litigation. 4. Parents lie to their sons about how important it is for women to be attracted to a man because they have no real options other than to tell their son a lie, because civilization functions on keeping men delusional. 5. The total and complete umbrella of gender issues is just a result of women not being attracted to the vast majority of men. 6. Things like no-fap, semen retention, beards, masculinity culture, self-improvement are merely a coping mechanism for unattractive men who are not picked by women. 7. Women care about appearance, which is why good-looking guys tend to dress well, whereas unattractive men dress down, because unattractive men never experience women's visual attraction, thus have no idea how important it is for women. 8. You can tell a man who is sexually attractive to women within 0.5 seconds, just by looking at how he carries himself, how he walks, how he talks, how he thinks. There's no nervous, desperate energy about him. As Thoreau said, the mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation. You can see this on the faces of most men. Just look at Joe Rogan's fake smile in his photos. Attractive men are generally non-threatened, open-minded, non-aggressive, and have neutral, if not cool personalities, and there is no hint of overcompensation or weariness in his facial expressions. This transcends race, class, and every other human categorization. These men are generally non-biased, open to all women, and most importantly, carry themselves with a tangible aura of smoothness and sexuality that you can spot a mile away. 9. Men who claim to not be deeply insecure about women are lying. They just present an alternative face in order to function within a society they have to work in to survive, or put on an act in a last-ditch attempt to appeal to women. Once you learn to spot the insecurity in men, a result of not being overtly told they are sexually attractive, instead witnessing other men be called sexually attractive or hot, you cannot unsee it because it is incredibly obvious. 10. Infidelity, even if it's just wandering eyes, is incredibly common with women, and most men are completely delusional about this due to brainwashing and an attempt to avoid being labelled a misogynist, which would lead to a net decrease in social viability, thus making it harder to survive.